Okay, so on this episode of Fix Your Shit, which is, I guess, is the first one, hopefully many, we're talking about, like, spandex, maybe? So I got my knee pad, and this is something I see a lot, where, they're fucking awesome, but then, like, on the back, or wherever you've got mesh, it fucking blows out, or you catch it on something, and it tears, and then once you get a rip in this mesh, it just keeps going. It's, the fabric, it's not like cotton or like some other shit that's like interwoven, like this stretchy stuff just keeps blowing out. So this past weekend, I managed to rip my downhill pants on a rock somewhere. Wait, no. It's this other side. Bam! Right there. And I've only ridden these things like 2 times, so I don't want that shit to keep going and just like end up with a big hole in the leg where they're pretty much unusable. Where it's like, this whole mesh piece opens up and like your knee's hanging out. So I'm going to show you how to fix this. So the main thing to do is to keep the mesh stretchy, and you can't really I guess you could sew it, but then, if you miss a spot or something, it could keep unraveling. Plus, it might just be a pain in the ass, So something I found, me and Lee both actually working in the automotive industry, is you can use like gasket maker.
What?
Or gasket sealer. Where's the fucking camera on this thing? To kind of go around the perimeter, and it'll keep it from blowing out as it stretches. It'll just stop it. Like it kind of goops into the fabric, and like that's it. The hole won't get any bigger. I've been rocking this one for like 3 months now, and it's huge already, but it hasn't gotten any bigger. And I've got a lot of friends that have, these mesh, like stretchy knee pads that have tears in them, because it's like, that's the weak spot. The shit on the front's awesome, but that mesh is like prone to catching on stuff and ripping. And then you've got like a $60, $70, $100 pair of knee pads that you can't even use anymore, or elbow pads or whatever else. So I'm going to show you what you need to fix it. So it's a gasket maker. You've got your basic things you're going to need. I recommend using some gloves, just because, especially with this stuff, what I like to use, you can use any kind of gasket maker you get in an auto parts store, but I like this weather stripping adhesive, because a lot of gasket material, when you put it on there, or when it sets up, it's like rubber, so it's kind of like grippy. It might like grab your skin, you'll feel like pulling and stuff. But this stuff turns like rock solid, so as long as you don't have any like points on it or something, like where you smear it and it has like a little peak or something that'll like scratch you, and even that you can like cut it or file it down, but this stuff dries like hard, so you don't feel it. I don't know, but it's pretty easy. All right, so step 1, you need a beer, or Four Loko, as some of our boys drink, the more adventurous and reckless of the group. 2, gloves. And again, you really don't need gloves, so you just wash it off or let it set up. You can like peel it off or scratch it off, whatever. Or just live with it until the skin falls off in a couple weeks. So something else, I always put something in behind the hole. I've just got an envelope in there. But like, you don't want to goop that shit in there and have it actually like stick to the other side, because then it's like closed up. So that wouldn't be good. So slide something in behind it, like whatever you're gluing. And then this stuff is like gets tacky really fast. Also something to clean up with. But yeah, sets up really fast, but it takes like 24 hours to fully cure. But they use this shit to seal like rubber to glass and metal, so once it's on there, like, it's not going anywhere. Like, it's heat resistant up to a shitload. Fuck, I don't know, but it's It's good for like high temp and all that stuff, and it stretches, like whatever. But it works good. So get a little bead going, and then what I do, let's see if I can get this all over my fan, is, oh yeah, this is gonna be great. Find your hole and just kind of smear it around the perimeter. All right, so this one's gonna look kind of sloppy, but you take it, I'll do this little one over here first. You just kind of dab a little bit on there. Oh yeah. And then just smear it in there really good. It's not gonna look great, but it will work. So smear it in there, make sure you get it in all that, like all the fabric. And then once it sets up, like it's gonna lock all those fibers together. So you're good. And then yeah, I'm gonna do this other one. I'm gonna need both hands for that. And I can't find my tripod. I guess I could just tape this thing to my fucking head or something. Oh, this is a fucking mess. Oh yeah. We got it though. That's gonna look like shit. But seal. It will seal. Just gotta make sure it doesn't glue to the envelope. Also, don't let it get on anything else. This shit will like glue anything to anything. Oh, dude, I didn't know that was in there. You could like glue your dog to the fucking wall if you wanted to with this shit. That's not even the right leg. Good grief. Oh yeah, glued it right to the envelope. That's fine. It'll still be fine. Yeah, that's basically how you do it. And then, you know, once you do that, you let it sit for maybe 5 minutes, slide the envelope or cardboard or whatever's behind it out. And then once you do that, just let it set up. Kind of like fold it or let it sit in a way where it's not gonna like fall down and glue itself to the layer underneath. You know, like this one's a leg of pants, so you don't want to like have it squish and fucking glue together. But anyway, it'll last forever and it won't unravel anymore. Like it'll just seal up that little hole. So congratulations, you fixed your gear and now it's ghetto and still functional.